have fun, enjoy it.
Build relationships with other people who like whiskey.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
And today, welcome to Bourbon Hunting 101. You want to find rare bourbon? We're going to tell you how.
Yes.
Now, I'll start us off here. There are two ways to find rare bourbon, everybody. And if you know anything about finding it, you already know what these are. Money and time. You gotta pick one. If you got all the time in the world, run around all over the place like this old man can do, you might run into 4 of these for an MSRP.
Like this old man did.
Exactly. Or if you got all the money in the world and you don't care how much you've got to spend to get yourself a rare bottle of bourbon, you can overspend any day of the week, like this old man did on this bottle. Now, let's get into those a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Let's start with the money. So, Dad, when you got a lot of money, it's pretty freaking easy to get the bottles you want.
Super easy. You can go to Unicorn Auction.
Any day of the week.
You can jump into the secondary market. There's multiple ones out there that you can jump into.
Literally anywhere on Facebook groups.
A lot of that is the legality is very, very suspect.
So if you're doing that, be careful.
Yes.
I don't want to see you get handcuffs put on you because you're trying to buy a bottle of Pappy.
The other thing is, you can walk into stores and look behind the counter, and there it is at 3 times to 7 times the price. Yeah. Sometimes more.
You want yourself a bottle of Jack 14? Well, for $500, it's yours.
Or is it for $800 or for $1,000?
Now, is it worth that?
No.
To you, if you have all the money in the world and you don't care, maybe it is worth that to you. And if it is, we're happy for you. Life is good for you, at least in that aspect, you know? You can go on Sharedport, you can go on Sealbox, you can go on Bourbon Outfitters, and you can line up and grab anything you want.
And it'll be easier and easier as we go forward.
Absolutely. It's getting easier and easier to find, like your Weller 107s, mm-hmm. like your Eagle Rare 10 years, like your Old Fitzgerald decanter bottles. Mm-hmm. They're coming into the market more and more. And if you got the money to spend double, triple, quadruple what those bottles are worth,
what they sell for, just even their MSRP. Yeah.
There are more stores than there are fair stores who are raising the prices on those and moving them out the door. Now,
or lowering the prices on some of those and moving them out the door. I mean, it's really where you would go with that.
Well, more stores mark up than don't.
Yeah,
that's where I'm going with that.
I mean, and that is beginning to change. You are seeing some things come down. You are seeing some things like that. But at the end of the day, I don't want to pay more than SRP. And that's why I hunt.
Anybody?
That's why I get out there and I hustle. In my area, I know when trucks are coming.
We're going to get into all those points. Yeah. But for right now, your money. How much does your money mean to you? You want that latest new batch from Heaven Hill? You willing to put $700 up for it?
That's the price I saw it for. The very first bottle I saw was $800.
$700 to $1,000. If you're willing to put that money up, more power to you. Go ahead, you'll find it. Now, the flip side of that finding rare whiskey coin is time. And that's something this retired man has a lot of. So we get the both ends of the spectrum here.
Right.
I don't have any damn time.
It's also a point of not just the time to go to try to find that bottle. It's to set that relationship.
Set the table for yourself. Exactly.
Yes.
The relationship portion is without a doubt the most important piece of having the time.
Yeah. And so how do you have a relationship with stores? So for me, it's a little bit different. I've got a very long and pretty strong retail background. And so I can help, especially mom and pops. I can help them with maybe what they should be looking at, what they should be bringing in, what they should be trying, maybe some different merchandising ideas, just some things like that.
And that's something you guys can do. If you see the whiskey world trending towards this little distillery that this store does not carry but should, oh, do you guys not have any Frey Ranch? You guys should really look into getting some Frey
getting
Ranch.
that, yeah.
People are going to buy it. You know, it's that those little tidbits of knowledge that you can offer, whether you think it means anything or not. They might not know. There's too many whiskeys out there. There's too many types of alcohol out there, so that if this mom and pop shop that's moving Fireball like it's nobody's business, do they know about Wilderness Trail? Probably not.
Probably not.
But would they like to? If it can move off like Fireball could?
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, so for me, with a lot of that, we're in a control state. So I can look at what's on the list for the state, and if I'm in a store and I don't see something that I know is a good mover, then I can talk to them about it and say, hey, this might be something you want to look at bringing in.
And you've done it.
And oh, by the way, you have this product that moves really well, but you have it on the bottom shelf. Maybe you move that up a bit and put it in front of people, get it more eye level.
Look at your end cap.
Look at your merchandising and what you're doing, and how can I better show that. I can move Jim Beam White down to the bottom shelf.
Because the people that are buying Jim Beam White are walking into where they know the Jim Beam White is, pulling it off the shelf and going up to the counter.
Exactly. I can look at that website list and see things that I know, like for example, Fox and Odin, some product that we've tried 2 years ago.
And love
it. Thought it was great. I saw it on the list, mentioned it to one of our local stores. They brought some of it in, sold immediately. And so that's the types of things that they're looking for. They're trying to build their sales. They're trying to really take care of their customers. Now,
Fine line with that.
Yes.
You're not going in there saying, well, you guys aren't doing this, that, and this the right way. You should be doing that, this, and this. Well, listen to me. I know this. I've done this, but this is what I do for a living, and you should do this because I'm smart.
Right. No, it's none of that. No, it's none of that. The other side of it is, when I say building a relationship with stores, I'm in the stores, and I really don't buy a lot of basic whiskey. I don't.
Not anymore.
Because we've got a lot of whiskey. And I tell them up front that this is where I am. There are certain things that I'm looking for. If I can get them, I get them. If I can't, I can't. And by the way, I'm not looking to buy 4 of them in general. I'm looking to buy for myself, and that's it. I do have friends. If they're looking for something, I'll try to help them out, do some things like that. But at the end of the day, really, I'm in there and not just in to look at and walk in and go, hey, did you get your truck? Where's your stuff at? Why don't you have that out?
Blantons in the back?
I looked at the system. I know that you got this in. For me, it's different. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I heard it's hitting. I heard that's what's coming out this week. I know you got to take care of restaurants first. I don't agree with it, but I know you have to. But at the end of the day,
if one happens to come into the store, remember me.
Let me know. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking for it.
And I think one of the biggest things that goes into building that relationship is showing up.
Yes.
If you show up once a week on your way home from work on Friday, you walk in, you take a look, you don't see anything you want, and you walk out without saying hi, without introducing yourself, that's not building a relationship.
Yeah.
You gotta walk up to the counter, shake somebody's hand. Hey, I'm Josh. Hey, I'm Bill. I'm really into bourbon. I'm really into whiskey. I like any and everything. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. It seems you have a really great selection.
Right.
Do you ever see Frey Ranch in the area? Do you ever see
Still Austin in your area? Because that's something you can order. I've been looking for it forever. And if you continue to go to that store and you continue to make purchases, whether you're buying Old Number 7, whether you're buying wine for your wife, whether you're buying tequila for your beer, for your barbecues, in the summer, showing up to specific places and building the relationship, showing them that you are there, you care about their business, and you want them to succeed. Yes. I mean, because that's about what it is. It's really about being a good person.
Being a good patron.
Yeah, with a lot of it. It's
giving a damn about somebody else.
And the other thing is being upfront. I mean, I tell a lot of the stores that I'm in all the time, look, I'm not going to buy a lot of regular, but hey, if I need some Wild Turkey 101, I'm coming to you. I mean, I might could buy it cheaper in Kentucky when I'm there, but I don't. Because
I can go into the store down the road
to my local and pick it up. Talking about the 2 bottles we've got on here as an example, I overpaid for this. I knew I was overpaying for this when I did it, but I had never, this was the only, other than the decanter, which I actually just saw 2 of those this past week. This week, I didn't even ask the price on them because I knew I wasn't going there. But I had every pappy, every basic pappy over my lifetime except for this one. And I did negotiate. Hard, I thought, but I still paid more than what I wanted to pay for it. And by the way, if you watch our videos and you see me walk out of a store and I give a recap on it and I bought a George T. Stagg 2025, I don't show you the part where I'm negotiating. I'm just telling you that you can negotiate it. I will tell you at the end of it probably what I paid for it.
If he wants to.
And those are things. If there's something that I want for a reason, like I've been trying to buy an Eagle Rare 17 for over 2 years, but I will not pay the prices that are out there for it.
And here's the thing about negotiation and telling you guys specifically what he pays for it or not. It's none of your damn business what he pays for it.
True.
Period, the end.
Right.
So if he buys it for MSRP, awesome, cool. There's the price tag. You saw what it was. If it was behind the counter, there was a price tag that said $400 and he said he got to negotiate it down. Whether he paid $375 or $250, it's none of your damn business.
Right.
And it's no one's business what you pay for your whiskey. Back to that money thing. If you want to pay $400 for your whiskey that retails for $150, do it, man. Yeah. It's your money. It's your life. However you want to spend it, spend it. Okay.
If you've watched our videos, you've seen me do this in stores. Because trust me, they know they're high.
Oh, of course
they know they're high. And when they'll say something about it. You guys have seen those videos. Mm-hmm. And my answer is always exactly the same. Listen, it's your whiskey. You price it however you want to price it.
It's my money.
On the other hand, it's my money, and I will spend whatever it is I want to spend to buy it. Now, I will also tell you this. This is just a thing for me. I will not pay you the tax on top of an inflated price. It will not happen. I won't do it. That's part of my negotiation. My prices are out the door. Mm-hmm. Period. The other thing about all this is carry cash.
Yes. Okay. Perhaps if you're going out there and you're going to spend more than MSRP for a bottle you really want, credit to cash, big difference for that store. There's a fat fee they pay.
Right.
Not only a base fee, but then a percentage on the amount of that mm-hmm. sale. On top of that, if you have $400 cash and you're like, hey, I'll give you $350 for that bottle cash in hand right now, I would say your odds have increased 20%.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
I mean, they know you're serious about it. They know you know what you're talking about the bottle, because you do, mm-hmm. And where you're going with it. But at the end of the day, I walk away from a lot more than I buy. Uh-huh. A lot more than mm-hmm. I buy. When I'm in stores and I shoot the prices, or I ask the price, or I do that type of thing, I'm doing it for you. I'm generally not doing it for me.
Yeah, when somebody says their E.H. Taylor small batch is $150, trust me, he ain't walking out with one.
No, not going to happen. Honestly, if it's at $65 right now, I'm not walking out with one because I've got them.
Got 4 of them on the shelf.
And if I don't need them for a giveaway, or I don't need them for a friend, or something like that,
why buy it?
I'm not doing it.
Let somebody else get the bottle.
Exactly.
Let somebody else get the bottle.
I walked away from a Blanton straight from the barrel today at North Carolina retail, $179.95. I've got it. I don't need it. I picked one up a few weeks ago, and I wound up passing it on to a friend for retail. I didn't need it. But and that's where, let me go back to the relationship piece. There are times that I will buy a bottle from a store that I don't need because I have that relationship and it was offered to me.
Yeah. That is one thing that, going back to that relationship building, if you have something in particular that you're looking for, very helpful. Mm-hmm. If you walk in a store and you say, man, I've been looking for...
Well, you got this allocated.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it. I've been looking for a Weller Full Proof for 8 months, and I cannot find one that's not $300. I'd be willing to go a little bit over, but I just can't spend that much money on a bottle like that. But I've been looking for one forever. They might just have one in the back room. And they might say, you know what? Joe here comes in here every single week. He buys his wine for his wife. He buys his Wild Turkey 101. He buys his his special craft bottles. He gets this and that from here regularly. It's yours for 80 out the door.
Yeah. In general, human nature is to help other people.
Should be, at least.
And I see that a lot in stores, that I'm in quite a bit. And like I said, a lot of it is sharing knowledge. They don't have the time to know what's coming out like we do. I mean, we're always into this and hearing things and all that kind of stuff. They're not. The really good managers are. Mm-hmm. They really know it. The other thing is the really good hunters know. I know what's being allocated in my state, in my area. I may not know it exactly, but I will see it allocated in another part of the state before it gets to mine, and I'll know kind of what was on those trucks. And so if I'm in a store and I'm looking for something that's not out, I can call that out and say, here's what I'm looking for.
And that goes back to the relationship part. It's easy in North Carolina because he can go on a website and see what the state has. Mm-hmm. In Tennessee, it does not work like that. But if you have a relationship with the store and they tell you, oh yeah, we've got a shipment of X, Y, and Z coming in, should be here by X amount of time. Well, now you know that all these other stores also should be getting a shipment of Stagg, of Weller Foolproof.
I'll be right back.
So when those things show up and you know that they're in the area because your friend, the relationship you have built at this store, well, now you can go to your fourth and fifth options, maybe in the town over, and be like, hey, I heard some of this stuff was going on, and I heard there's some stuff going out here. I'm in here from time to time. I know I'm not here as much as I could be, but if you happen to have a Stagg, I would be really happy to get one of those.
Yes. Another one is frequent your store's social media.
Big time.
Follow their Facebook, follow their Instagram, follow that type of thing.
Comment, like. Be there.
Call them out. Go, hey, these guys do excellent
Tell
picks.
Everybody you know.
They do excellent picks. Get in there.
God, Michelle.
Yeah.
Heritage Liquor and Wine, Michelle.
Exactly.
Goodness gracious,
they're Clyde's Wine and Spirits in Lexington, South Carolina. Those stores they may look close together, but they're not. Because I drive it. I know. But so, for example, Clyde's Wine and Spirits, Lexington, South Carolina, Tina, they put a post out that they had some Old Carter batch 18 bourbon that was in and had a price on it. And at the same time, they had
Peerless Tenure
and had a price on it. I replied back. I'm like, hey, I'll take them if you'll hold on to them. I'll be down. I can get down next week. I'll pick them up. And it's not the first time. Actually, it's only the second time I've done that. But so I go into the store. And it's got a label with my name on it. So now the other side of it is,
if you didn't show up like that,
right,
and build that relationship, that bottle would not have been held for you.
No. The other thing is, I actually picked up the very first Old Carter South Carolina one in that store. Again, I called it. It was called out on Facebook. I said, hey, if you're willing to hold it, I'll be down and pick it up, and I'll be there tomorrow, because I was already kind of heading that way. I got there. They had it. It was there for me. There was a guy met me that was in the parking lot when I got there that morning. He went to go get one, but they had already sold them. And he's like, man, I didn't get it. And I said, hey, you talking about the Old Carter? And he said, yes. I said, at least you'll get to taste it. So I cracked it open in the store. I, and the person who was working in the store that morning, we all tried it. I'll do that. If I'm in a store and they've never had something and I buy it, I'll crack it open after I buy it.
Or I'll bring them some samples.
I'll do something like that. Get to know them. What do they like?
Yeah.
There's a lot of times that they don't get a chance to try things that
because it's in and out.
We've got sitting here.
Yeah.
Let them try something.
And speaking of things sitting here, as we cut our rambling down to a minimum to close this video out here, we have a lot of whiskey in this room, and 99.7% of it was bought for MSRP.
Yes, without a doubt.
It is absolutely possible. Is it easy? No, but it is absolutely possible for you to go into a store and to get a bottle like one of these special releases from Wild Turkey or one of these in front of you and get them for MSRP when You lay the groundwork, or you have the money.
It's like everything else. They call it fishing. They don't call it catching. Okay?
Patience,
To
my
me,
friends.
to me, the hunt, I love the hunt.
That's all he does now.
I enjoy it. And the other thing is, I love negotiating. I may not buy it, but I'll hang in there and negotiate for a while.
He might remember, oh, you know what? They were willing to go down to 500 last time. Well, it's still sitting there on the shelf. It's been a month. What about 450 today?
What about 4? Yeah.
You know,
And I love it.
wear them down.
I love negotiating. I always have. I'm going buying the cars, man. I'll be there till 2 hours past. If you'll stay till 2 hours past closing, I'll be there. You know, I may not buy the car, and there's been times I didn't. I was somewhere else the next morning at 8 o'clock buying one. So
Guys, somewhere mixed in there were little nuggets of information for you to hold on to.
I think the biggest nugget is this: have fun, enjoy it.
Build relationships with other people who like whiskey.
Yeah,
Because the real joy in what we're doing here on camera for all of you is that we have a real passion for whiskey, and we love to share it.
and honestly, I have a real passion. As much as I don't like people sometimes, I have a real passion for people.
Like-minded individuals.
Yeah.
So
without a
guys, money or time, we recommend time. It's a lot more fun that way.
doubt. It is so much more fun.
So thank you so much for coming to our seminar, our TED Talk. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. Subscribe if you have not already, everyone.
Become a patron. Help me buy these bottles I'm buying. So,
You just might get invited to the studio.
hey, if I'm in your area, I'm going to start putting things out more about when I'm going to be somewhere. If I happen to be there, hit me up. So,
Thanks for being with us.
and like great bourbons, our videos get better with time.
As always, take care of yourselves.